welcome back. Today's video is of course my favorite to film, and it is my monthly favorite. I have a feeling this is going to be a bit longer than usual, so you might want to pause this and get you some popcorn or some sort of snack and a drink, because we might be here a while. I think I should probably get a snack and a drink too. Anyway, we'll just jump right into it. I'm going to try to keep this as short and sweet as I can, but my box is filled. And I did a lot of shopping this month, so I have some new products that are favorites and then some older ones, like shopping my stash kind of thing, that I just started using more often. So there's just a good mix of new and old in here. So we'll go ahead and start grabbing. The first one I want to talk about is my skincare, and I think it was like a month ago I did a first impressions on the Smashbox primer oil, and I can leave a link to that over here, a little iCard. I really love this, but not for the primer. I like to mix this with my moisturizer, kind of like a beauty oil. I found that the argan oil is just a little bit, I guess too harsh, because I would see breakouts and stuff, or like clog my pores. So the argan oil that I was using just didn't really work out for me because of the breakouts. But this one hasn't caused any breakouts, and I've been loving it. It adds a lot of moisture. So I've been mixing it with the Proactive Green Tea Moisturizer. So these two are my favorite for the morning time because it's just very hydrating and it's very cooling. This particular moisturizer is very cooling, and I'm actually running it low. I can feel it's like down here, so I'm gonna have to get a new one because I love this so much. But yeah, these two together, total dream team, so I love that. Okay, the next item is kind of skincare-ish, I guess, too. It is the Pixi by Petra Hydrating Milky Mist. And this I've been using just before I put on my makeup, or even before I put on my skincare. I use it all the time. As you can tell, I'm running really low on it. I just spritz it all over my face. Sometimes I'll go in with moisturizer after, or even after I've done moisturizing, I'll just spritz it on again to just give it that extra boost of hydration before I go on with makeup. So yeah, I've been loving this stuff. I think I might get another one because I really do like it. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is a primer, and this is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I've been loving this a lot. I've been using it a ton lately, especially up on the forehead area, just to give me that nice dewy look, and on the cheekbones, just kind of like the outer perimeter of my face. Then I use like a pore filling primer in my T-zone area where my pores are a little bit more big. But I love the look of this. It just makes my skin look so glowy and healthy, but not oily. It just looks very healthy, and I really love this. It's such a good primer. Next, I have a couple of foundations. I have high-end and drugstore. So I'll talk about high-end first. It is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Stick. I really do like this. I think the formulation is very creamy. It's very easy to blend. You just put, and now I did it a little overboard the first few times. I was putting a whole bunch of stripes all over, like 3 on each cheek, a few on the forehead, and that's too much. This spreads out really nicely, so you really only need like 2 little stripes on the cheek area and 1 across the forehead, and that will cover everything. And it just has a really beautiful finish, again because I have dry skin. It's probably why I like it so much. It has that kind of satin finish to it, but I do still have to set it with a light powder because I think this kind of like moves and can transfer otherwise. So if you do plan on checking this out, just remember you're probably going to need to set it so it doesn't transfer. My drugstore pick is the Revlon Color Stay for normal dry skin. I had this I think a few years ago, and I thought I liked it, but I couldn't remember because I get, sidetracked in what's new and get all the newest, latest, and greatest stuff. But I did go back to this. I'm actually wearing this one today, and it's a beautiful finish. It's also really great coverage. It lasts all day. I really love this foundation. I think I might like it even a little bit better than the Makeup Forever foundation. I just think the finish and the longevity of this is just really what I was looking for, and I'm so glad I went back to this because it's so good. Okay, a couple of palettes here that I've had for a while. Some of them are newer shades, but it is my Makeup Geek collection. Now these are just stored in the Coastal Scents palettes because they fit them really well, and they're like $6. I like to use my Z palettes for other things like blushes and bronzers and things like that. So they have the clear lid, which is nice, so I can see exactly what's in there. But I've just re-fallen in love with all of my Makeup Geek shadows. They blend beautifully, they're pigmented. They're just those kind of shadows that I can always depend on to work. So I've been loving these so much, and I want to let you guys know to stay tuned to my channel because there may be a video coming up about these, but I'm not going to get too much into it, but there will be a more in-depth video on my Makeup Geek collection. Another eyeshadow I want to talk about is the ColourPop shadow, and it's in the shade Glow, which is originally part of Kathleen Light's first quad where the light is, but these are sold individually now, and this is my backup. I loved it so much. I use this as my eyeshadow base every day. So I just put this all over the lid, and it really just grabs onto whatever shadow I put on. It keeps it from transferring up onto my crease where my kind of hooded eye kind of folds over. It keeps everything where it needs to without transferring, and it just stays on all day long. And it's just such a beautiful color, and I love this. I think this makes the absolute perfect eyeshadow base. Next I have lashes. I wore these the other day, and I love them so much. I was blown away because I have the Ardell Demi Wispies. They're not really my favorite lashes, but the Salon Perfect Demi Wispies are. These are so pretty, and they just beef up your eyes and just make them look really big and wide awake, and they're kind of flirty, but they're not too dramatic, so it's a perfect daytime lash, and I just can't say enough good things about them. I really love these so much. They're absolutely gorgeous. Next I have two brushes. They were in a recent haul not too long ago. I can also include that in a little iCard. It's always on this side. I keep wanting to put it over here. Over here there will be the iCard. But I did a haul and I got a few new brushes, and there are two brushes in particular that I love and just blew me away. The first one is the Tarte Buffer brush. I use this to apply my foundation, and it was so quick because of the size, and I really was a little hesitant when I got it. I didn't think it was going to work. I kind of felt like it would leave brush strokes and I'd have to go in with the Beauty Blender anyway to kind of fix that. But I didn't have to use my Beauty Blender. This really does buff it in and give it that airbrushed look, and it is gorgeous. And because of the size, it was super fast. Like I was boom, done in like a minute, and usually it takes me quite a bit longer than that. So I really love this brush. I think if you can get your hands on this, I would definitely get it because it's awesome. The next brush is one that I cannot believe I have gone this long without because it is absolute perfection. It is the It Cosmetics, and it's the Live Beautifully line that's at Ulta, and this is brush number 202. I love that it has the protective cap, but I love this because it's much bigger than my other brushes, and it's so soft, and it's just lightly packed. It's not too dense, so if I do an application of powder, again because of my dry skin I have to be super light-handed with powder, but I need it to set my foundation most of the time, and this really makes the biggest difference because I can get just enough to set my foundation without it getting overboard and cakey. And because of that, I feel like it's opened a whole new world of powders to me because it does such a good job at lightly applying it and just buffing everything out. And it is just an absolute perfection in a makeup brush. Next, I want to talk about a highlighter. I think I've mentioned this at some point in the past in my videos, but it is the Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. And this is what she looks like. I use this almost every single day. I just love the way it looks. I'm wearing it right now. I think it just suits my skin tone really well, and it gives me a nice dewy look without looking like a whole bunch of glitter and just looking like it's makeup. It just kind of looks a little bit more natural and a little bit more dewy, and I just freaking love the formula. It's so smooth, it's just like butter, and it just, look at that. Oh, absolute perfection. So yes, I've been loving this. Okay, and the next thing I want to talk about is a powder, and I know in my past videos I've done several different dupes, and I recently bought the RCMA No Color powder. I haven't used it long enough to include it in the favorites because I just got it, so I haven't used it that often. But what I have been using most consistently is the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I have the translucent as well. That one's okay, but it's not my favorite. This one is, though. It really does such a good job of setting concealer without any cakiness or any of the powder settling into the fine lines. It actually is great at preventing any creasing under the eyes, and so I really love this. I have a few others that are really good dupes, but this one is just a hair better, and so I reach for it a little more often. But I don't know if I'll repurchase it or not yet because I do have a few other powders that are very close to this. But I did have to mention it as a favorite because I have been using it pretty consistently. And next I want to talk about my color correctors. The two that I want to talk about are from Urban Decay, and it's the Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluids. I have the green and the pink. And again, there's going to be lots of links in this video. I'll put the little iCard over here. I'll get it down eventually. I did a review and demo on 4 of the colors, the green, the pink, the yellow, and the lavender. And these two were my absolute favorites. The green is so good at canceling out redness, and it really cuts down on having to layer foundation because it just covers that redness so flawlessly. And then the pink is really great at canceling out my under eye, like the dark circles that I have. I get especially in the inner corner right here. And this really brightens it up. It doesn't crease, it doesn't settle on the fine lines. The Urban Decay Weightless Concealer goes over it beautifully. Still no caking or creasing. So these two, I freaking love them. And I highly, highly recommend you checking these out because they are really, really good. And they're going to change your makeup game big time, I promise. Now we're down to the last two. This one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. I got this, I think, about a month ago, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like it because it is the bigger tip. You can see. But this will literally change your life. Before, it would take me 5 to 7 minutes or so to do my eyebrows. This cut it down to about a minute and a half. Like, they're done quick. So I really, really love this one. And as much as I love the NYX, the Skinny Brow Pencil, the Micro Pencil, I'm going to keep buying this one because it's so good at just getting the front part and just getting you started, and then you can use the skinnier pencil just for more detail, like around the tail end. But this will always be in my collection from here on out because I freaking love it. And my last favorite is a gel pencil liner, and it's from NYX, and it is the Trace Jolie. I love this. This one is in the shade black. I also have it in the brown. But I love this for lining my upper waterline just to help my lashes look a little bit thicker because it does not transfer to my lower waterline. I like to keep a nude in the lower waterline, and this is one of the few pencils that doesn't transfer. So for that reason, I really like this one, and it's affordable. So if you have that issue with transfer, I would pick this up because I don't think you're going to regret it at all. So those are my makeup favorites, and I also wanted to include my YouTube or YouTuber favorites. This was something my friend Makeup by Shay did in her last video, and it was such a good idea, and I wanted to kind of do my own little shout out on some channels that I've been loving as well. Maybe you haven't checked them out, and I would highly encourage that you do because they're awesome. And if I forget anybody, I will include you in my next monthly favorites. But this month, of course, it's Makeup by Shay. I love her. She'll probably always be in my favorites because we are, you know, good friends. I have a few others. There's Amanda's Beauty Bubble. She's awesome. She's so pretty. She's so cute and bubbly. And I will link everyone's channel in the description box as well. FabandChicFinds. I love her. She hasn't uploaded in a little bit, but she's, you know, got moving and stuff going on. But definitely check out her channel. She's got a lot of great content, and she does a lot of reviews on a lot of popular products. She's so cute and so bubbly, and just her accent is the cutest thing ever. I also want to mention Melissa from TheBeautyAlphabet. She's got a new series. It's kind of like a makeup 101 type thing. She's very, very thorough. She's very good at teaching how to do different makeup techniques and applications, and she's just super informative, super sweet, gorgeous girl. Definitely check her out because she is so awesome too. And Alexandra, she's been doing this for a little while too, and she's got a lot of great content. She has a lot of the newer makeup products, and she reviews those and demos those and does a lot of great tutorials. Her channel just has a little bit of everything, and I've really been enjoying her channel a lot lately. So definitely go check out my friends down below in the description box. They're all awesome girls, and you're gonna love their channels. And that is it. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.